Alright, YouTube Nation, welcome back to the Seahawks Scheme of the Week here. Today we are going over the base play from the Seattle Seahawks playbook. This is the play we're going to come out in every single play. Gives us, kind of a easy read and kind of an ability to make a read as opposed to what they're doing. Now, this is from the ace close formation, and this is actually one of the best plays in the game by far. And I think if I remember correctly, Rdikes talked a lot about it. He said that a lot of players in Vegas ran this the entire game, and so bringing you guys a scheme here, I felt like it would do a disservice if we didn't talk a little bit about it. Now, it's from the ace close formation. Now, what you're going to do here is we have our depth chart set up. We've already gone over that. So you're just going to come out in the ace close, and it's called the tight slots tight end angle. That's your base play, and all the quick audibles are from the tight slots. For some reason, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why they don't just make this, a formation of its own. Anywho, you see what happens here. We're just going to come out in 4-3 stack, cover 3, or not cover 3, cover 4. I'm sorry, and that way we can access every coverage in the game. Now, take a little look here at what happens. You see that we have the outside receivers are on the line of scrimmage. The slot receivers are on the inside. Okay, the difference between that and the regular ace close formation is that the tight ends would be on the line of scrimmage and that the outside receivers would be back off the line of scrimmage. Okay, so what that means is in man coverage, if we go 2-man under, you see they are lined up outside of the wide receivers. And if I base a line, you see it makes it worse. Okay, so the only way to fix this formation, to make them properly aligned, is to manually click on these guys and move them over. And that is a big deal in tournament play because the elite speed of your opponent's ability to snap the ball, they're going to be able to snap the ball almost 9 times out of 10 before you're even able to get those guys moved in. Okay, so what that means is I can send a take here on a quick streak, and I'm just going to show you without being able to move them over. So if I wasn't able to manually move them over, a quick streak and a pass lead to the inside is wide open every time. Every single time against man coverage, these streaks will be wide open. The only time that you may call into question if they are going to be open or not is if your opponent manually moves them inside. And what this also means, however, if they over pursue like this, take a look at Butler, I can now pass lead to the outside occasionally. In a cover 0 situation, let's just show you that. We're going to bring a cover 0 blitz, and we're going to go ahead and press up, just to kind of show, because a lot of elite players are pressing coverage. So if I send them both on streaks, you see, and I can just lob it up, and he's going to beat him to the corner. Okay, you just need a quarterback to get the ball to him, but that's the key to this offense. Now that we build an offense around that, and then also the cool part about this play is we have this right here, a snap throw to Miller to beat the blitz. So now we have the ability to beat the blitz. We have the ability to beat man coverage. Now we're just going to be able to beat zone coverage with our hot routes. Now if you take a look at Sidney Rice here, in the standard zone coverage, you see he's going to get that tight end streak void that we like, okay? So that's crucial. So what I would recommend doing as my base setup is I would streak Butler. Since Golden Tate is unbumpable, I would go ahead and leave him on that corner route, and then I would block and release Wilson just in case I needed something like that. Now, some people like to use a drag for Tate. That works, corner routes. But me personally, I would like to leave him on a drag because if you guys remember, if they're in man coverage, he's already got the outside position. So if I try to throw this route to Tate, he's already in the position. You see, he's already in the position where I'm trying to throw the football. So the only times I would use the corner routes are if they tried to manually move them over, so that they're lined up correctly. So that's what I would recommend doing. So basically, the concept of the year essentially is 2 streaks and a wheel. Now we have 2 streaks, a quick pass, and a drag. And that's just as good in my opinion. So let's just run this play against man coverage. Now your reads on this play, you're going to read the snap throw to Miller. Now here's your key. The only thing you're keying on with Miller, is there a user player there? If there's not a user player there and they're not in cover 2, snap, deliver the ball, and he's going to get that positioning. The only time you do not throw this pass is in this situation like this, when there's a cover 2 flat zone. And what you'll see is he'll get pressed right there. That's when you know. That's when you know you're going right to that seam route. So it's essential to make sure that he doesn't get pressed. If he gets pressed, you know that you're going to the streak because they're in cover 2, because this formation, they don't get pressed in. Okay? So now that we know that's a 2-man read over there on that side of the field. Now, the only way you're not going to him is if they're user covering. A lot of people use or cover that route. Now, your next read off of Miller is the seam pass. So you go Miller, and then you go right there to Butler. So it's 2 quick reads, and they both beat man coverage. And that's essential to this offense. Now, your next read is going to be your opposite seam to Sidney Rice here. A lot of times he'll get matched up with a linebacker. So 1, 2, pass lead to the outside, you got him. You got him beating man coverage. You also will have him beating zone coverage because it's a drag streak combo on that side of the field. That's the key to this offense, is the balance and the ability to utilize that angle route to beat the blitz. And now we beat the blitz, we beat the zone, we beat the man coverage. Okay, so that's the key. Okay. So now your last read and final read, and this will beat man coverage as well, is if everything breaks down, you have your drag. And look how open that drag is. Look how wide open that drag is. So this play beats every route on this play will beat man coverage. Every single route. So now we're going to go to zone coverage here. We're going to go with the cover 3. So they're going to mix in a cover 3 here. Okay, you got your streak, and you got your drag. Okay, so 2 streaks, a drag, and an angle route. You're going to snap, and you're going to get rid of the ball to Miller. Now you see they can hit stick him for a drop. I would recommend, if it's first down, I throw that every time. And you're in 3rd and 10 situation, you may want to take Miller and put him on a streak, and then just run the setup to the other side. So what that would look like would be Miller on a streak, Tate on a streak, Rice on a drag, and Butler, you could put him on like a fade. You could put him on an out route and run a curl flat concept. You could put him on a curl. So many things you could do with Butler, but for me, I'll put him on an out route. And what this is going to do now is now you have the streak set up to the opposite side, and if they're running like a cover 3 or cover 2, you're going to be able to beat that on that side of the field now. Okay, it's just a nice mix-up, but overall, I would again stay with the base setups. You got your drag, streak, and then your blue route. So now, say they're in cover 3, your next read is still the same progression. You're still going to circle here, so circle, and you would pass lead that to the left. Or not to the left, to the right. You want to get it away from the guy that sees him. When I say that, I mean, if you take a look on that last play, we'll go in instant replay real quick. What happened on that play was the linebacker is facing the receiver. The cornerback behind him, so let me get up here. You see the cornerback in a cover 3 scenario is turning and running back. You can fit that ball in at about a 9 or a 3 o'clock pass lead. A lot of times once the drag gets over to suck that down. So we'll try that one more time here and see if we can't get that to work. Here it is. Uh-oh, I think I accidentally called a man coverage. I'm sorry, guys. So I got cover 3 here. See, once he sucks down right there is where you want to throw it, and you see they just don't react to the ball because their turnaround is just a tough play for them to make, and we take advantage of that. Okay, so we have that read. Now, once we get past that read, say they're using that side of the field. Once again, if they're using that side of the field, you still have a drag route and a streak combo on the left side of the field. So now it's going to happen 1, 2, 3. You have a pass lead to the left on Sidney Rice. Now you just stumble in the end zone. You make big plays. Now, once that is taken away, if they say they use that, or say the zone somehow plays that, then you're going to know you're going to check down to your drag route, and that's going to be your last read, and it's also going to beat zone coverage. Right in there, a lot of times, once you catch it, you want to juke to the left to avoid a big hit stick, okay? That covers the zone beating portion. Now let's talk about if they're in a cover 2. This is very simple. If they are in a cover 2, you're going to destroy them from the snap of the ball. The only thing you will not have open on this play is that right there, because there'll be 2 people in position to stop that. But what that does is, what our offense does is it opens up other routes. And what we're going to be doing now is, say they're in cover 2. Bam, bam. Now check this out. Watch Butler. There's no one around him. He's going to be wide open for a 3 o'clock pass lead. Straight. Only way they can stop that is if they use that. And if they use that, then we're going to have Sidney Rice on the other side of the field. straight pass lead at noon, at 12 o'clock there, in a cover two type situation. That's when you throw that kind of a pass lead. And then if all else fails, say they have some kind of voodoo play on you, then you're just going to check right down to your drag. It's going to have blockers. You're going to be just fine. Now, the only other thing that we have not covered so far is a cover two sync. Let's go over a cover two sync real quick. Have it in my audible so we could go over it. Now, same reads, and you're going to have this snap throw even more. That's probably going to be the most open that snap throw is going to get for you throughout this offense. Cover 2 sync does not do a good job of stopping that. Okay, once they start to kind of, okay, so say the cover 2 sync, say they somehow have a dude there, your next read, Butler pass lead to the right side of the field, you're going to get big gains out of that. That's going to be a crucial point of our offense here. Okay, once we have that established, then you're going to go to your left side of the field. Pass lead to the left, you're going to fit it in between those two yellow zones. Sidney Rice is going to be wide open. The only way they could stop all that is say they man everybody up, somehow they forget to cover Tate, and then you're going to have cover 2 sync with a drag underneath, and you're going to have block. You're going to have that angle route going to block for you. So there's the key to this whole entire offense, is out of that one play and what we can do with our hot routes based on the formation. That's so important. The only couple things I want to cover real quick as far as quick audibles go. Your run audible down is one of the coolest runs of the game. It's a nice little angle run. You're gonna use this to kind of nickel and dime them, and you can flip it, and there's no tell. So we flip the play, and you just want to kind of follow the blocks. You don't. I mean, this run is not designed to have big plays, but you just want to kind of pound it in there. That's about all we're doing with it. I mean, we're not going to be primarily passing out of this formation. Okay. Anywho, there's the run. Your deep pass audible is bench, so you could do 2 streaks and that from your tight ends now. So now you have tight end streaks, which are also effective, and those 2 corner routes. I'd only run that if they are pitched in. Play action play, I never ran it. The only thing I would use it for would be 2 double blue routes here you could get with Sidney Rice there, and then you could just kind of leak him out, and then you could mess with that. But I'm not going to mess that because I don't really run that. Quick pass audible is stick. That's one play I do run. What I'll do is I'll take Butler's smart route, his stick route. I'll streak Golden Tate, and I will put Lynch on a flat to the left side of the field. And I have 2 quick flat routes that I can throw to. If it's a zone, I can get that little screen pass working. Just kind of get fancy. You don't have to get fancy. This scheme is so effective with that one play that all this other stuff is just something to get cute with if you want to mix it in. I don't think I've ever ran any of the quick audibles in game, so it's just been for labbing. But another thing you could do with this is you could put Lynch on a wheel, and you could maybe like fade Butler and smart route Tate, so you can run the same setup to the opposite side. Now you have him on a wheel pattern, so you have him going upfield, and then you just mix that in. That's just something to kind of keep him honest, because what's going to happen is they'll start blitzing and they'll start trying to gamble on one route, and then once they start doing that, you can go to all your secondary stuff that they haven't seen yet. Okay, and then maybe break a tackle. If it's some type of a zone blitz situation, this play is going to destroy blitzing because the 2 flat routes are going to beat it, and then if they are in a cover 0 blitz, you got Lynch wide open. So that does it for the base formation. A pretty long base formation to cover. It took us about 15 minutes to cover that. As far as the rest of the scheme of the week goes, make sure that you are checking out the other videos. We're going to be bringing out man beating, zone beating, and X factor and blitz beating formations as we go. We're also going to have a really good 3-headed rushing attack. We went over the audibles in the last video. I'm not quite sure. I think I changed the base play because I was going to use this as my man beating formation, I think. But after some more kind of thoughts, I think this needs to be the feature. I think this needs to be the base because you can do that one play is so hard to stop. It really is. It's a pain in the neck to defend that play, and I really do. I really think that if you're going to be running this playbook, it starts with that formation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you leave a rating or a like below. And if you guys are new to the YouTube channel, go ahead and check out all of our other videos. We got a bunch of content, I think over 135 videos. Just reached over 300 subscribers. Congratulations, guys. We are starting to grow. We're starting to get a lot of subscribers. I appreciate that. Last thing, make sure that you guys stay tuned through the summer. We're going to have stuff coming every single day. I just finished up my baseball season. I just finished up, well, tomorrow's my graduation from high school. So after that, then I'm going to have a ton of time to pour into this YouTube channel, make it as good as it can be before Madden 25 comes out. Once again, I appreciate all your support, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.